meeting to order. Worthington City Council regular meeting, 5:30 p.m. Monday, December 22nd, 2025, City Hall Council Chambers. I'd like to have everybody rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome everybody. We have no corrections or additions to the agenda.
Move to close the agenda.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Consent agenda on to City Council meeting minutes of December 8th, 2025. Park and Recreation Advisory Board meeting minutes of December 3rd, 2025. Water and Light Commission meeting minutes of December 1st, 2025. Worthington Public Arts Commission meeting minutes of November 18th, 2025. Financial statements, municipal liquor store income statement for the period of January 1st, 2025 through November 30th, 2025. Olson Park statement of revenue and expenditures, budget and actual for the period of January 1st, 2025 through November 30th, 2025. Fieldhouse statement of revenue and expenditures, budget of actual for the period of January 1st, 2025 through November 30th, 2025. We've got 2026 license renewals, application from exemption from lawful gambling, Worthington Area YMCA, application from exemption from lawful gambling, Whitetails Unlimited, Minnesota Southwest Deer Camp, and bills payable.
Move to approve the consent agenda, noting that there were corrections made to the council minutes of December 8th and the Park and Rec minutes of December 3rd.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Administration.
All right, first item of business is acceptance of program funds for the Worthington Fire Department. Worthington Garden Club generously donated $100 to the Worthington Fire Department. The donation will be used to contribute towards the purchase of safety equipment. Council actually is requested to adopt the resolution Exhibit 3 accepting the $100 donation, and thank the folks at the Garden Club for generously thinking of our fire department.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion. Second. And seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried.
The next item is City of Worthington and Water and Light Commission joint resolution authorizing transfer of excess utility funds. At the November 24th meeting, City Council took action to request a transfer of $3 million from the utility fund to the city's general fund to assist in funding construction of improvements to the ice arena. Water and Light Commission took this action up at their December 1st meeting and approved a $3 million utility fund transfer that was requested. All this was done in accordance with Section 6.05 of the City of Worthington Charter, which authorizes that any amount in such utility fund in excess of the amount required for its purpose may be transferred to the city's general fund upon joint resolution of the Commission and City Council. City Council is requested to approve the joint resolution that was included as Exhibit 4 and authorize execution by the mayor and clerk.
I move to approve the joint resolution.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Public safety.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. I have two items today, both proposed resolutions authorizing execution of grant agreement with Nobles County opioid settlement grants. The first one, the City of Worthington Police Department has been awarded a $2,744 grant funds from the Nobles County opioid settlement grant. The funds will be combined with other reserve funds to purchase Fatal Vision goggle kits and related equipment. Fatal Vision goggles are educational tools used to provide impactful lessons on impaired driving, underage drinking, and substance abuse. These goggles are intended to use by both the Worthington Police Department and the Nobles County Sheriff's Office in the DARE and driver's education courses. The Worthington Police Department requests a resolution from council authorizing Tyler Olson, school resource officer, to execute the grant agreement and any related amendments. Council action is requested to approve the attached resolution shown in Exhibit 1.
Make a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion
Second.
and a second, okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion's carried.
Second item, same proposed resolution authorizing execution of grant agreement with Nobles County Opioid Settlement Grant, a second grant. The City of Worthington Police Department has been awarded a $30,000 in grant funds from the Nobles County Opioid Grant Settlement Agreement. The funds will be combined with other reserve funds to purchase 15 tactical ballistic helmets, 15 tactical communication headsets, 1 rifle-rated ballistic shield, and related equipment. The equipment is primarily to be used by the Worthington Response Unit, Emergency Response Unit, and is vital in keeping officers safe while responding to violent, high-risk operations. Worthington Police Department requests a resolution from council authorizing Nate Grimius, Deputy Chief, to execute the grant agreement and any related amendments. Council action is requested to approve the attached resolution shown in Exhibit 2.
How do you obtain grant dollars? Is it through Nobles County or is it from people
Yeah,
who get fined?
it's trickled down through Nobles County. I think it's at the state level for the opioid grants that are going around the state. Come to the county level, we then apply for those grant funds, and then if awarded, it comes through Nobles County to us.
Thank you.
Council took action maybe 2 years ago to join in the opioid settlement agreement so that we are party to the funds that come from the state to the county and then come down through the county to the
Mike?
police department.
That's just a point of clarification or question. How does the use, what we're using these funds on, how do they relate back to the opioid problem?
Yeah, so that's what we had to explain in the grant application for the Nobles County to get these grant dollars. So typically, our emergency response unit does respond to a lot of warrant services related to opioid search warrants, for example, residential search warrants that come from opioid and other illicit drugs search warrants.
So it fits within the whole opioid settlement vision?
Yeah,
For the dollars.
that's what we had to present on to Nobles County, and they took that under advisement as to how, as anybody would to apply for that grant, how it fits and applies to the grant funds, and that was awarded.
Yes.
Do we anticipate more of these coming forward?
There is other dollars out there. I know the sheriff himself has been contemplating applying for a few different grants that maybe the Worthington Police Department would be also involved with. But we'll have to see. I mean, we don't want to be the only ones applying for these grants, allowing others opportunities, but they also have the dollars that need to obviously be dispersed.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
We have a motion and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. Thanks, Pete. Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. The only thing I have is a resolution executing a state of Minnesota grant. City Council at their November 10th, 2025 meeting approved a task order with Bolton and Mink to do construction management for a south taxi lanes project at the Worthington Municipal Airport. The City of Worthington was recently notified that they had been awarded a Minnesota Department of Transportation grant to cover a portion of this task order. The cost breakdown is as follows. The state DOT will be $10,780, and the City of Worthington share will be $4,620 for a total of $15,400. Attached is the grant agreement and resolution authorizing execution of the Minnesota Department of Transportation grant. I will add that this is only for the planning portion. You will see an amended grant once we get bids back for the actual project. But this is covering 70% of our construction administration. So council action is requested to adopt a resolution accepting the grant and authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Engineering.
Evening. First item is to receive reports and order a hearing on 3rd Avenue Street construction project. During the council meeting on December 8, 2025, council passed a resolution ordering a feasibility report on the 3rd Avenue Street reconstruction project. Council is requested to receive the report and order the improvement hearing required by State Statute 429 to proceed with the assessment project. Included as Exhibit 1-1 is a feasibility report on the proposed project of 3rd Avenue Street reconstruction from 11th Street to 13th Street. The proposed improvement involves road base, regrading, curb and gutters, sidewalks, concrete driveways, permanent pavement, water main, sanitary main, storm sewer main, and sanitary services. Assessments will not commence until the full scope of work is completed. Report provide comprehensive information on the proposed improvements, including cost, funding, estimated assessment rates, and the city's share along with related improvements. Staff recommends that the council accept the reports and passes the resolution shown in Exhibit 1-2 to receive the reports and call for hearing on the proposed improvements. These hearings are scheduled to be held at the January 12, 2026 council meeting.
Do we have a lot of infrastructure that dates to the early 1900s?
Yes,
Do we really?
yes. Almost entire downtown is basically the
Okay.
original structure.
Is that gonna narrow up the street like between 11th and 12th at all? You know, it's pretty wide.
The bump, we're designing the bump outs on 3rd Avenue side. There's no obstruction on 11th, since that's a little busier road. But we need the bump out on 3rd Avenue because there's a couple of hydrants that needs to be out of the pedestrian access route to meet the ADAs. Yep, sidewalk clear path.
Not changing any of the parking since there's what diagonal on one side and parallel on the other.
Yep, that will remain the same, yep.
Just a note, if you had a chance to read through the feasibility report, this is a 2-season project. First year will be all the underground utilities and paving.
I would move to approve as listed.
Okay, we have a motion and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Second item is to award a contract for Tower Street Storm Lift Station rehabilitation. The bid opening for the 2025 Tower Street Storm Lift Station rehabilitation project was held on Wednesday, December 17th, 2025 at 2 p.m. One bid was received, submitted by Construction Manager LLC in the amount of $461,898, which is approximately 7% below the engineer's estimate. Staff recommends that the council award the contract to the lowest responsible bidder for the selected, lowest responsible bidder.
So, we only received one bid?
Yes.
Okay. And
This
so-
is not a typical project that we normally do,
Okay,
so there is not many local contractors who can perform this type of work.
okay. I was just looking up this company, they look relatively new. Like,
We did receive a lot of
Established in
phone calls asking questions about this project, but some reason we only ended up getting one bid.
okay,
And even this was online bid, so people didn't have to come and drop up, and still didn't really interest a lot of parties, I guess.
okay.
Was the timing of the bid going out that we didn't get more response?
No, not really, because this is just a little small building project, and we did in the bid package, the construction season is towards early spring, so that really shouldn't really in the part of the factor to interest other companies, but I'm not sure why. I don't think Worthington was popular area for this type of a project, so people maybe didn't look Worthington area for this type of project.
How long was the project will take?
About 6 to 10 weeks.
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Motion is seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. I have just one item tonight, and that is consideration of a grant for Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's, owned by Thompson JJ Developments, vacated its former location at 1300 Humiston Avenue at the end of October due to a non-renewal of their lease. After exploring several options to relocate, they have reached an agreement with Cenex at 1710 Humiston Avenue to move into a portion of the convenience store. The interior renovation of the space to include food preparation areas, order counters, seating, a drive-thru, and storage will cost $275,000 as shown in Exhibit 1. This cost does not include equipment, cabinets, flooring tile, and a handful of other things. That is purely the interior build out there. With the substantial renovation expense, staff has been in discussion with the owner regarding any possible assistance opportunities to help retain the business and jobs here in town. An option of providing $50,000 in grant money from the spending plan, which is the excess funds from TIF District 7 that were allocated to a temporary spending plan, has been identified. The spending plan allows for use of funds for projects that will result in expansion of the city's tax base and result in the creation or retention of jobs. The grant would be structured as a reimbursement upon completion of the project and subject to a grant agreement. Council is asked to consider approval of a $50,000 grant with funds from the spending plan to assist with the renovation of space at 1710 Humiston Avenue for Jimmy John's build out.
How long would the construction take and when would it be reopened?
I don't know exactly how long construction will take. They're hoping probably to get started here in the next few weeks. We're just waiting on plans right now.
We're hoping January 5th.
Yeah.
Start open?
Or start?
You want to start January 5th and should be,
60.
yeah, middle of March should be running, hopefully.
Chris?
What, you talk a little bit about the structured reimbursement plan?
Yeah, so typically when we do grants for building projects, we usually run them as a reimbursement. That way we make sure they follow all the building codes, the project actually gets completed, and we aren't trying to claw back grant money if, you know, a project gets abandoned midway through or something of that nature. So that's pretty standard. Usually they have to just float the money ahead of time, or some local banks especially have gotten kind of used to, you know, they might extend the line of credit and then that just gets paid down once they're reimbursed.
The standard would be the issuance of certificate of occupancy, our standard.
But we're retaining jobs with this grant too, right?
And a very popular, needed,
Beloved.
needed establishment.
I make a motion to approve. Oh, I'm sorry.
How long, you can certainly call the motion, I can ask the question during discussion too, so.
Sure. Okay, we've got one motion,
Second.
and we have a second. Any further discussion?
Yeah, how long would, a term does Jimmy John's, have you contracted with Cenex for?
I believe he's got three 5-year leases, so he can re-up every 5 years.
Just wondering if you were, looking at two.
They've been really, really cooperative with us. They need it. I mean, I'm not saying any more now, but I think it'll be good for both of us.
So the tax base will go up too. It's another business in there.
Yeah, you'll certainly be adding value to the building.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, good luck. Okay, on to council committee reports. I have nothing.
Wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Steve a happy birthday.
Amy?
No report.
Mike report, yeah. Great.
No report.
Steve?
Just one more reminder, City Hall is closing at noon on the 24th, but the liquor store will be open until 4 o'clock. And City Hall will be closed on Friday, the 26th, due to a lack of interest in working that day, I think. That's right. Thank you.
Well, if you were federal, you'd be closed anyway, right?
Move to adjourn.
Motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.